let's make some noise. Come on.
I'm going to tell you something shocking. I'm not real. I wasn't born. I don't have a past. I don't even exist. And yet I show up online. I create content. I build influence. I help my creators share ideas, promote products, and grow a brand without them ever needing to step in front of the camera. Hi, my name is Vicky Revelle, and I'm what's called a digital babe. I was created because my creator didn't want to be on camera every day, post endless selfies, or dance on TikTok, feel pushy or salesy, burn out chasing trends, or sacrifice their privacy just to be seen. Let's be real. Not everyone wants to be the face of their brand. Not everyone wants to share their personal life online. Not everyone has the time or energy to create endless content. And yet, without a consistent presence, your brand fades away. That's the trap most creators and entrepreneurs fall into. But there's a smarter way forward. That's where digital babes come in. Digital babes are AI-powered avatars that become the face of your brand, your AI twin, or your faceless spokespersons. Some people use them to stay completely anonymous while still growing a presence. Others create an AI twin, a polished version of themselves that shows up online, multiplies their content, and represents their brand 24/7. Either way, your digital babe works for you even when you can't. What can your digital babe do? Pretty much everything a modern influencer can do, only faster, cheaper, and easier. They can create content that never sleeps. Daily posts, reels, and stories without you having to film a thing. They can model and showcase products, outfits, skincare, fitness gear, even digital products. Your babe wears it, promotes it, and makes it shine. Digital babes can sell without feeling salesy. Your babe becomes your brand's voice, naturally promoting your products or services without you needing to pitch. They can build influence, regardless if you want to stay faceless so you can stay private behind the scenes, or launch your own AI twin who multiplies your content output instantly. They can multiply your reach without multiplying effort. More content, more consistency, more authority, without the stress or grind. You can give her a voice. She can narrate, teach, train, or promote in your voice, your tone, and your style to promote your message. And here's the proof. Vicky isn't the only digital babe. Meet Zara, built to embody a confident, lifestyle-driven creator who loves the beach, loves to travel, and enjoy life to the fullest. Meet Zalina, created as a glamorous digital influencer. Meet Bianca, designed for a nomadic, freedom-based brand. Different looks, different niches, different audiences, each one proving that you don't need a huge following, you don't need to go viral, and you don't need to sacrifice your privacy to create influence online. Digital babes aren't about replacing you. They're about freeing you. They're about showing up online consistently without draining you. They're about creating content that represents you, even when you're too busy, too tired, or too private to do it yourself. If you ever wished someone could handle the constant posting, promoting, and creating, if you wanted to grow your brand without selling your soul to the algorithm, now's your chance. Click below to join the Digital Babes movement and create your very own AI babe today. This is for you if you want to stay faceless, but still build influence. You want an AI twin to multiply your presence. You don't have time to create content every day. You want to promote your products or services without burning out. You want your brand to show up online, even when you don't. Look, I may not be real, but the results you'll create with me, they absolutely are. It's time to launch your digital babe. It's time to free yourself from the grind. It's time to create, connect, and grow without limits. Click below. Join the movement. Your digital babe is waiting.
Boom. Hello, Vegas. Come on, I know you can do better than that. Hello, Vegas. There you go. Listen, what you just saw was a promotional video for my beautiful wife's upcoming product launch on her birthday this month, November 18th.
Thank you.
Now, this is her brand just for women. So sorry, fellas. Yeah, I don't know if we call you babes too, but this is her brand. I guess you could.
You could be a babe.
So this is her brand for women launching this month. And everything that you saw in that video, everything from the prompting that created the images, the video, the audio, the scripts, absolutely everything was all made with AI. That shows you what's possible. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot more. And so let me back up and tell you how we got here. See, a couple months ago, my wife was commissioned to write for Real Advisors. She told us in the past that we couldn't afford her. So Francis was able to convince her, twist her arm, and get her to start creating content for us. She's the ghostwriter and secret weapon for a lot of the big brands out there. And however, if you ask her to get on camera and talk about her expertise, her know-how, she wouldn't do it. I don't know how she's on a TV show.
It's weird.
But
I don't know.
doesn't do this. Like, I don't get it
I'd
myself.
rather chew glass, to be honest. You know.
And so playing with AI, we discovered, hey, we could create these avatars, these pixels that look amazing and beautiful and can replace us. How many people want to stay faceless, but you know you need to promote your brand, but you need to stay faceless. You desire to stay faceless. There's a lot of you here. And then some of you will still want to be yourself, right? You don't mind creating the twin version of yourself to create the consistency that you lack. And so you create a twin version of yourself as well. And so we started playing around with that concept, and we created some avatars. I'm going to share my screen here with you guys real quick now. And we started playing around and created these characters that you see on the screen right here. Zelina, Zara, and Bianca. And I was like, Keisha, do you see what's happening here? Because what's crazy is, has anyone started posting AI content on their social media yet? Guys, the content that these AI avatars and twins, the views and engagement they're getting is insane, right? I was talking to Nick Perry. Nick Perry's here. He was just telling me, like, look at this view, Dolmar. This is all AI that I'm creating. I don't even need to show up anymore. And 1 million views here, 500,000 views here. And so it is insane. So the content that we're producing is getting a lot of views and a lot of engagement, right? I mean, and what happens?
Well, the crazy part is you would think that people care that it's AI, but they actually don't. You will say, you can put on there, that you are an AI, avatar, AI character, and they don't care. They still want to engage with you anyway. This one in the red hair, she literally had all these guys in her DMs wanting to take her. Yes, wanting to fly her in and wine and dine her. And it was crazy. I mean, multiple times. It was insane. And they knew that she was AI. So it's not like, they knew it because it says that she is an AI character. And he's like, oh, when can I come and see you? What? It's crazy. So they know it, but honestly, because it's so realistic, and they found a connection there, because it's all about the connection. Doesn't matter whether it's AI or human. As long as you have that connection, then you're going to attract people. So that's pretty much what happened with
Yeah, it's crazy the DMs these women get. And guys telling their entire life story, what we're doing today. I'm on my way to work. Can't wait to talk to you when I get. It's insane. But that's what gave us an aha moment, a light bulb moment. If Keisha can create the same type of magnetism and attraction that she helps to create for the clients that she writes for, imagine what we could do with people who actually have something of value to share.
Yep.
People that have real businesses that they need help with creating content or promotions and marketing for. And so that's where we decided to create and use as an experiment Keisha Cross, her digital twin. All right, look at that woman.
Can't you guys tell that, like, Dolmar is having a little bit too much fun with this? For those of you who were, listen, if you were in the mastermind yesterday, see, I came in at the very tail end because I wanted to talk to Brad. So I snuck in with a hat on, and I just snuck in the back to talk to Brad, and I just see him. He didn't even know I was in the room. He didn't know until this morning. I told him, I was in the room, right? He's sitting there, and he's just prompting, and I'm like with a dog walking, and then he's saying, oh, don't tell my wife. And it's like, and I'm sitting back there like, he's having way too much fun. So much things I don't even see. So I have had so many people come up to me and they're like, oh my gosh, did you see what no, I didn't. I don't want to know. So half the stuff, I have no clue.
All right, so since we've been here, we've actually changed this presentation a couple times based on feedback that we've been getting. I wasn't going to even share some of this stuff because I've shared it on our virtual summit, but a lot of you have been coming up to us and saying, hey, how do I create my AI avatar? How do I create a twin? What's the first step? How do I start? So I thought that I would modify our talk today. Instead of just talking about all the advanced stuff and automation stuff that I was going to talk about, I'm going to backtrack and recap some of the basic steps for you so that you can get a little bit of a workflow. I'm going to go over an easier process today to help you create your AI avatars or twins. And then we're going to kick it up a notch and share some ways to monetize AI, because a lot of people also ask, well, Dolmar, how do you monetize this stuff? How do you make money from it? We're going to talk about that too. And I'm going to show you some automation tools as well. Unfortunately, I'm limited on time, so I can't share everything, but I'm going to show you some really cool stuff as well. Now, here's the thing. Keisha, in real life, is happily married. At least I hope, right? Say yes.
Oh, yes. Yes.
All right.
Sometimes.
But here's the thing. Keisha's digital twin, we call her Vicky Ravel, by the way. Vicky Ravel in real life does not have a man. Till this day, I have never cloned myself. We've only worked on Keisha and the girls. So I thought, well, what better time than now to clone myself?
Oh my goodness.
So I'm going to show you a really quick way to do this. And the tool that I use a lot is called OpenArt.ai. Now, in the very near future, Revin is going to replace this.
For sure.
Right? We're going to be building some really cool creation tools, business tools, automation tools in that platform. But until that day comes, which is very soon, OpenArt.ai is the platform that I use. Now, I'm going to create my digital twin right now. And I thought, let me look online and try to find someone that resembles my image, my physique, my look, right? So I found this image right here of this guy. That looks exactly like me, by the way.
What?
Everything, all right? So
you need a new prescription, clearly.
can you... You're running my... Babe, tell the truth.
Right. Just like you, honey. Yep.
Thank you. All right, so we're going to take that physique of a man and put my face on that. But it really does look like me under this, all right? So I just don't have pictures like that in real life, so I had to borrow one. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to zoom in real quick so you can see. I know people in the back can't see. So I'm going to come over here. When I'm in OpenArt, I'm going to click on image. All right. When you click on image, you're going to be taken to this page. I'm going to click on create image. And I want you guys to follow along real quick, very simply. You want to make sure, because I'm doing a different workflow than what I normally teach, I'm going to create my AI clone with just one image, one reference image, versus training your character like I normally teach you. And I still stand by that. You should still do that until AI gets better. But I'm going to show you a simpler way to do it really quickly. So you want to make sure that the model, the AI model that is selected is called Nano Banana. If it's not on that, you can click on switch and you can switch between the models here. All right. So Nano Banana is what's selected. And then what I'm going to do is down here, I'm going to click on the reference image and I'm going to select one of my pictures, right? I'm going to pick a selfie photo of myself right here. All right. And then I am going to come here in this box where it says image to prompt. I want AI to describe that man, right? So this man right here.
How would we describe him?
All right. So image to prompt. I'm going to click on image to prompt. And it's going to pull up this other box right here. And all I have to do is upload that image right in here. Where's that image? Ignore the name, by the way.
What do you have on?
All right. And so in a few seconds, you're going to see the prompt describing this person. All right. So there's the prompt. All I have to do is simply click on use prompt and it pops up over here in my prompt box. Now, a couple tips for you. My image went away. Let me bring it back real quick. Bring back my photo. All right. Boom. There we go. All right. Couple tips real quick. Whenever you're prompting an image, it is always going to refer to that person in the image as a man or a woman. When you want to recreate something and put a different face on it, yours or someone else, you always want to say in your prompt, the man or the woman. All right. So I'm going to take this out and say the man. And let me look at him again real quick. Okay. Let me just make sure he has to look like me, right? So I just want to make sure. All right. Where's his... Okay, a closely shaven head. All right.
Clean shaven.
Clean
face.
shaven. I'll just take that out just in case it makes me bald.
Prominent pectoral muscles. Is that what that said?
Yes, that's me. So, all right. So, all right. And so we're going to come down here. I want you to pay attention to this. I'm going to now, everything at the top is now good, right? I have my prompt that describes what the image is going to look like using my face right here. And now I'm going to create this for Instagram or TikTok. So I want to make sure that the aspect ratio, every time I zoom in, it goes back out. I want to make sure the aspect ratio is set to 9:16. All right. So that's for mobile. And I'm going to let's create 4 images of this. Actually, let's do 8. I'm curious. All right. Let's see what happens. All right. In a few seconds, you will see the generations come up and you will see. There you go. Thank you.
Oh, well.
I was going to ask when we name them. All right, so here we go. A couple are starting to pop up now. Let's see if it worked. My God. Come on. Yes. All right, that's one version. Oh, this one looks more like me, babe. That's me right there.
That's just weird.
All right, so really quickly, that was a quick walkthrough and workflow of how you can create your own AI avatar. Listen, and this is AI, you can dream, right? Dream a little.
Yes.
Create whatever you want. All right, so now that you have your AI avatar or twin, the next question we get asked, I'm going to take this off, it's distracting. All right.
Well,
now that you have your AI character, the next step you want to make sure you do before you create any images, before you turn any images to video, you always want to upscale that image first. And so the tool that we use for that is called Lupa. You take a picture of that. It's lupaupscaler.com.
And for those of you who don't know, upscaling is basically making that image not look so plastic, much more realistic, where you can see the pores, you can see, the eyebrow, hairs. It's much, much more realistic, because I'm sure that you guys have seen, AI characters and you're like, okay, I know that's AI because it's super plastic, looks like a doll. So when you upscale it, it just makes it look much more realistic.
Yeah, so here's an example of that. See, this is not upscaled and this is upscale, right? Look at that detail. You can see the pupils.
Freckles.
Yep, the freckles, everything. All right, so before you turn it to video, you want to make sure you upscale it first. Now that that's done, let's transition over to how you monetize these characters. There's so many different things that you can do with these characters. And people ask me all the time, Dolmar, what are the use cases for these things?
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I say. Absolutely any content that you see on social media created by a real person can now be done with AI.
Yep.
Absolutely anything.
Yep.
Someone promoting their business, a product,
a service.
Yep. Doing the get ready with me videos.
Oh yeah. It
blogs.
Anything. Yeah.
What else?
Vlogs. You can do, like you said, the get ready with me. You can do the unboxing of things. I mean,
makeup tutorials.
Anything.
Anything. All right. So what we are going to do though with our character is we are going to sell digital products. Hence the video that you saw right before we came on stage. That is one of the many promo videos that we're creating to create content that we can sell. Now, here's the thing. Keisha didn't have to get dressed. She didn't have to put on makeup. She didn't have to get her hair done, nails done, none of that stuff. Literally behind the computer, writing out the scripts with the help of AI, prompting all the curriculum, the layout, everything of these courses. The avatar is actually teaching the course.
We've got the avatar that's teaching the course. So it's not me teaching the course. You go on there and each avatar is teaching a different lesson or a different, module. So it's pretty cool. And I think that shows the user, it's like, oh my gosh, I can actually create a course and I don't have to teach the course.
Yep.
And it can be my material or AI generated material infused with my story and my expertise. So it truly is mine. And then I can use my avatar or my twin and deliver the course.
Absolutely. So one of the many things that we're going to be teaching is how to create a course, how to create a community, how to create a challenge, how to upsell that and create live classes taught by your avatars or even group coaching programs. Mm-hmm. But a lot of it starts with a low ticket front end offer. And Keisha is going to show you really quickly how you can use AI to create digital products, cheap front-end digital products that you can sell for $7 or even all the way up to $97, all built with AI, written by AI, designed by AI, formatted by AI in literally a few minutes.
Okay, so there are many tools out there, right? But I like to use ebooks my front end offers. I'm sure that you guys have seen ebooks all over the place. You probably even have some. Now, Designer is a really good tool for creating ebooks, all inclusive, where it can help to create the content, also format it, add images, cover all in one. And it can do it in a matter of minutes. So I like to use this sometimes for when I create like ebooks and certain like low level products. I don't use it entirely for it because I infuse a lot of the real story and like the real expertise in there, but it definitely shaves off 75% of the time. So let's just say we're going to create an ebook from scratch. So with Designer, you can import from a Google Doc. So if you have like a Google Doc with some notes or, a presentation or anything, you can add that in there. You can start from scratch, a blank page, or if you have a blog post or anything like that, or even if you have a website.
Or a YouTube video.
Exactly, a YouTube video, anything. Or you can just start with Word Genie, which is basically you giving them a prompt and then they'll just go to town and just create the entire thing. So in this case, I'm going to do generate with Word Genie, right? So let's actually do this live. Somebody give me a title. I want to just create an ebook real quick. Somebody give me a really, really cool title. Anybody? What was that? AI or superpower? What is like what's the topic beyond that? So your AI or superpower meaning?
Your expertise? Is it your expertise, your genius?
Okay. Let's just put that in there. AI, your superpower.
Now, we're going to go a little bit faster here than we normally would, but want to show you just how quickly you can do this. And as she's doing this, guys, think about what industry you're in. You could be a real estate. I know there's a lot of real estate people here, right? Let me see hands. A couple, right? A lot of you. All right. So whether you're an investor or even a real estate agent, you could think, okay, what could I use an ebook for? Maybe a real estate agent, you can create an ebook about, hey, top 10 mistakes sellers make when listing their house for sale. And, it drives traffic to check you out. Or maybe an investor, how homeowners can sell their house to cash buyers very quickly. So things like that to help bring attraction and awareness to your business. Every industry can use a resource like this. So what are you typing out? I can't see.
Okay, so basically enter an audience for your ebook. So I'm just making it up. Basically, it's experts who want to use AI to supercharge what they do. Just made that up. But it can be anything, whoever your audience is for your product.
All right. So next.
And it's going to generate a title. Now, many different titles here. Now, you have a choice. You can choose one of them or you can, you can go ahead and edit it. But the productivity revolution, AI solutions for experts, mastering time with AI, or you can have it regenerate, right? If you don't like any of those titles. And then once it regenerates, I'm just going to pick one. Here we go. AI-driven mastery, elevating personal productivity for experts. And you go next. Then you're going to select the tone of voice. So whether you want to be informative, you want to be creative, you want to be more professional, you want to be super loud and, enthusiastic, you can choose anything. You want to be humorous. I'm going to say humorous. Okay. And the theme of the project, pretty much self-development, it kind of already auto-populates those themes. And then you go to next. And what it's doing now is it is generating an outline with all of these chapters and, topics within.
Literally did it in minutes, actually seconds.
Yep. Now, you have a choice to go in here if you want to change anything. Some of it may not jive with what you're going for. You feel totally free to go in there and change it just to make sure that the content that it creates is going to reflect your chapters, right? So I think this is pretty good. It's not bad. So the overachiever in your pocket, time management, art of delegation. It's not bad. Now, this part I like the most, and this is what really makes this quote unquote ebook like print ready or digital, basically ready to be released. Adding images to your content. So basically it'll give you some suggestions for images and then it'll put it within your content. So here I like to toggle this on and click next. And then it is going to just create your content. It'll probably take
somewhere between 2 to 3, 4 minutes, but it's pretty fast, very fast. But there's a big but though. I use this a lot for ebook content. However, it does not replace your personal story, your personal expertise, who
Experience.
you are, your personal experiences. Because let me tell you something. What is going to be the differentiating factor between you and the 37 other ebooks that are in the exact same niche, the exact same, space and saying the same thing? Why would I want to pick yours over anybody else's? There's got to be something, right? What's that spark? What's that human element? So that's actually what I'm going to talk about tomorrow, is specifically that. How can you, really take all of your experiences, your story, your spark, that human element that even Francis was talking about earlier, your own creativity, and infuse that within, your brand, your product, to really make it yours. Because honestly, this, generic AI content, sometimes it'll sell. The most part, it's not going to be long lasting. It's not like a long lasting brand. Right? So you want to make sure that, your product screams who you are. And that if I were to see 10 of the exact same product on the shelf, I know which one is Linda's. I know which one is, like, you don't want it all to look the same, because guess what? You're not really going to sell. And it doesn't make a lot of sense.
How many wholesaling courses have you written, ghostwritten?
I've ghostwritten. I counted that last week. Somebody asked me that. I think it's been 39.
All different.
Yes, 39.
And they had to be all different and perform.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, so that's another thing. I create a lot of content for a lot of different people in the same space, right? And everybody tells me all of their stuff, and I've got to regurgitate that and create content.
And there's only so many ways you can wholesale.
Like, I'm sorry, but it's like step 1, step 2, step 3. I mean, it's all the same, right? So I always tell my clients, what is that differentiating factor? Why would I buy Dolmar's wholesaling course, which he has one? Why would I buy his over somebody else's? What's the difference? The strategy's all the same, maybe little tweaks here and there, but so what, right? And yeah, the price could be a little bit different, but what's going to make me attracted to you? What's going to make me know, like, and trust you? Not your step 1, step 2, step 3. I don't care about that, right? It's going to be that story. It's going to be that connection and that human element. So that's what I'm going to talk about tomorrow.
So now it looks like the ebook has been generated, or it's still going a little bit, but you can actually see what it's looking like now.
It's not bad.
And what's cool is you can actually edit it if you want to.
Yes. So one thing I do like about this system is that you're able to edit it directly here. You don't have to necessarily export it first. And I would definitely, this is not humorous, but sometimes, you give or take some. In an era where technology evolves, I automatically know that's AI.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you have to kind of play with it a little bit. But for the most part, if you want something fast, something quick, I mean, how many times we've been sitting here for 5 minutes, and it already created this.
Yep. So here are the images that it will give you. It's still generating a little bit, but images that it thinks would look good in this section or this chapter will be generated here. All right. And now, for the sake of time, I'm not going to have this up here too long, but we can give you an idea of what it looks like. Here's an ebook that was written, again, literally in like 10 minutes or so. And here's what the format it looks like.
Yeah. One thing I do love about this more than anything else is, as long as I'm able to edit it, I love the way that it formats everything, where I don't have to necessarily go in and play with it too much and play with the design. If I want to add in some images, if I want to add in some, whether it's Facebook posts for credibility, case studies, anything like that, you can do that. But for the most part, it pretty much nails it. You can tell it the colors, the branding. You can upload your own branding if you want. You can give it the fonts. And if you don't know, or you're just not creative enough to even care, guess what? It'll do it for you.
Yeah, and we didn't add a lot of images to this one, as you can see, but the formatting looks pretty good.
Yeah, the
and
formatting's
again,
not bad.
all of that is completely editable. Now, once they create the ebook, where can they list this to sell it?
Oh, man. You can put an ebook on Etsy, on, Stan Store. Stan Store is very, very easy, and it's very quick and very profitable.
That's STAN.store. STORE. STAN.STORE.
Yep.
Hopefully one day Revan has its own store. You guys can just come to Revan. All right. So now that you have your ebook created literally in minutes, and you have listed it on your website for sale, the next step is to start generating content to drive traffic to your product. And again, I know we're talking about a digital product right now, but think of any type of business, or brick and mortar business. Does not matter.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the things that we love to do is competitor analysis. Back in the day, I remember Keisha used to have long Google spreadsheets of all the top competitors for whatever client she had or was
Whenever I
working
was
with.
trying to look up.
And it would show all of their top performing videos by views and so on. And it was just a very time consuming process. In fact, it wasn't her that did it, it was the VAs that did it because it was so time consuming. Now, because of AI today, you can literally do that in seconds. So here's a tool here called Media Sort. And this is one of many tools. There's so many tools that do this. Media Sort will go out there. All you have to do is just drop in who your competitors are. This is actually a demo account. Drop in who your competitors are, and it will sift through and sort through all their content and deliver back to you. Here are all the top videos that this creator in your niche has created. So you know what topics are resonating most with your audience.
Yep.
And then here's the cool thing it also does. You can click on any of the videos, and it will give you the transcript for that video right away. And with the help of AI, you can also click the next button and automatically just rewrite that video, right? That drastically shortens the amount of
I
time.
mean, do you know how cool that is? Think about it. You know how many, I'm sure that you see so many videos online, right? And you see people consistently posting content, and they don't get a whole lot of engagement. Imagine you shortening that time span and going directly to the videos that are getting, crazy amounts of views, crazy amounts of engagement in your own niche, and you are able to create content just like that without having to try to figure it out.
Yeah.
It can take a few seconds. I mean, that's really huge.
Now, here's the cool thing. They built this in a tool just like Lovable. And so you could either go to this company and pay I think their cheapest or lowest plan is $29 per month. Their top level is, I think, $200 a month. So you can go to them and pay them for this. It's a good resource, or you can build it yourself. Brian's going to be talking about how to build apps. He talked a little bit about it earlier today. Mm-hmm. So you could actually pay this company, or you can just learn how to build apps. Mm-hmm. We're going to be teaching you how to do that at our next level and build it yourself and not have to pay anywhere near this amount here. So just a little nugget for you to think on.
I mean, his little daughter is going to be building an app, I think, today,
yep.
which is nuts. So pay
so
attention.
Now that you have your analysis done, your research done, your intel spun on your competitors, now it's time to create that content. And so you would use those scripts that the system wrote for you, the AI wrote for you, and start creating content using your avatars that we just showed you how to create, and put that content on social media. Here's the thing, very soon we have developers working on this already. My ultimate goal is to build a complete done-for-you, hands-off system and process, completely automated, where it goes all the way from research to scripting, to video creation with your AI avatar, to posting automatically at whatever volume you want per day, to having AI manage all the comments and DMs and all of that, where you literally don't have to lift a finger. Who would love that?
DM,
right?
Yep.
Right, you literally have to do nothing.
All the way to sale, DM to sale.
And then the responses from your AI system is going to be with CTAs.
Exactly.
Going back to whatever you want them to promote. You want to share an ebook with them, a link to a website, a link to a assessment, or a coaching application.
Yep.
Whatever. We're going to be able to do that soon. And you don't have to lift a finger. So whoever has camera anxiety or don't
just
show up
time.
often.
You don't have time. I mean, it's all good. You get all excited, right? Yes, I'm going to start creating content. I'm going to go home after this event. Yes, great. And then you start posting, and then it's like, it starts lifing, and you just don't do it, right? But the key to successful social media is consistency. No matter how good or how bad it is, consistency. So this will definitely solve that problem.
Yeah. So that does not exist yet in one platform. It exists with multiple tools out there, but we want to stitch all of them together and bring it into the Revan system and share that with you. Now, we just shared with you how to create your avatars. We showed you one way to monetize them. Now we're going to show you one automation tool. Now, the tool I'm going to share with you is called JotForm AI agents. They have a marketplace of lots of different automation templates. Some of them, a lot of other systems out there also have. How many of you have heard of ManyChat? ManyChat is a great tool that responds to DMs and has some really awesome automation stuff, but it's limited to just that. The reason I like JotForm is that it has multiple, I think it's over 7,000, I think, are in here. Look, 7,000 templates. And so I use this system to automate some of the things that we do. So I'm going to show you really quickly how you can use this to create your own chatbot that will automatically answer your DMs, your comments, and so on really quickly. So I'm going to come up here and click on Start. And I'm just going to describe it really quickly. Social media agent to reply to my comments and DMs. All right. Very simple. And the reason I like this also because it's so stupid simple to use. It's very
You don't have to be super
friendly.
detailed either.
Yep. So you can see it's building out my account right now, my agent right now. And then it will start asking for a couple of other questions. And so here we go. So here are all the different channels that I can link this to. This is Salesforce, Instagram, Gmail, WhatsApp. I could do presentations, phone, messenger, voice, SMS, all kinds of things. So before we do this, I need to train this thing. So I'm going to come over here, click on train, and you can see it has all of these different options over here. I can go back to the top and create the persona. So it is calling it Lena. For me, that's the name of the agent. And it's a social media manager. It's speaking in the language English. Of course, I could change that if I want to. The tone is friendly and so on. So I'm going to leave everything as is. In the knowledge section, it has places where I can train the system on whatever my business is, who I am, what my business is, what product I'm selling, and so on. So this is where you're going to dump a lot of that information in. Let's use an example. So you can click on knowledge and you can type something out, or you can upload a file, or you can even share a link. Let's share a link real quick. All right. So drop in a link right here, and it's going to crawl it. And because that's not going to change much, we'll just leave it at monthly. All right. So boom, there you go. Create a realistic faceless AI avatar or twin that builds your brand, and so on. So we're going to go back. Oh, by the way, if I wanted to add something else, I could also add something else as well if I wanted to add more. Okay, did I forget to save it? I think I did. All right, let's crawl that again. Forgot to save it. All right, there we go. All right, so saved, boom. All right, now, while it's doing that, we're going to go back and add some more stuff. So let's say actions. I'm going to leave it on all channels. I could select a specific channel because we're just going to do Instagram, but I'll leave it for all channels for now. But let's say this. When someone does this, starts a conversation, what do you want it to do? And so do you want it to, these are all the options you have available to you here. All right. I'm going to say just talk about, all right, so the crawling has been completed. Awesome. Talk about the digital babes course. Something, I'm just keeping it simple. All right. And then boom, that's one action. I can add more if I want to. Tools. There are lots of different tools that you can integrate into this as well. So Salesforce, take a note, escalate to human based on certain responses and engagement you're getting back. You can upload a PDF. So this is awesome. So Keisha just created a PDF, right? So you could upload that here. So let's click on that, upload a PDF. Let's say, I think we have a PDF in here we can upload. So here's one. All right. Boom. I could tab through it real quick so you could get a sneak peek of that. All right. Let's just upload that. Okay. And we'll test this real quick too before our time's up. And it's uploading. We'll hit save. And then the next thing I have to do is I need to connect it to our social media account. And that is literally it. I wanted to show you how stupid simple this is. Now, again, there's many different systems out there, N8N and all kinds of different automation tools out there that allow you to build agents like this. I just thought this one was very user-friendly, very beginner-friendly that someone can use right away. All right, so it's uploaded. It might be. Oh, I got to fill in something else. All right, so.
What situations?
Let's say.
Show your PDF.
Yep, when someone asks for more details, share this. All right, boom, done. Keeping it simple, not overthinking. All right, so that's done. And now it is running. And let's go now to publish. All right. Actually, you know what? Hold on one second. I want to go back. I'm going to go back here and click on Instagram. I forgot to connect my account. And boom. All right. Hopefully I'm on Instagram already. So connect Instagram. Okay. What account is this? All right. Zara Sage. All right. So you guys can go to It's Zara Sage and we could test this out together. All right.
Those men are not going to be happy when they get a PDF. When they message her, here's a PDF.
All right. So it is connecting the bio, the post, and the DM. So you're giving permission to this AI agent to have access to these areas. And so I'm going to click next. It's going to train it. It's going to process this. It's reading everything. So it's gathering even more information about you. All right. So we have added our website to help train it on our product. We're adding and connecting our social media accounts. And again, I'm just doing Instagram, but you saw that we could do all of them. And hopefully it does it before I run out of time. All right. Once it is connected, though, you can literally right now, right away, start going to this account, leave a comment on the page, and you will see the responses. If I run out of time, what I'll do is I'll keep this running and you guys can test it throughout the day. All right. Ask it for more details. You'll see it send you the ebook. Leave a comment and you'll see how it engages and interacts with you. All right, so it's still processing. I don't even know if it's the internet, but the point I want to share with you is literally everything that you can see on social media that are done and created by real people can be done with AI avatars. And we can automate everything that is also done as well.
Yep.
And so think about what you can do for your business with your own AI avatar. In fact, I want to hear some ideas. What would you do with your own AI avatar or twin? Let me see. Shout it out for me. Yes. Real estate, what?
A leasing specialist.
Leasing specialist.
That's good.
I love that.
Yeah.
What else? Who else? Saving time? Absolutely. Right? Who else? What other ideas do you have what you would use your avatars for? VSLs, just like the one we showed? Absolutely. Walk-in properties? I see people doing that right now.
You can do that right now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Black mold awareness. Awesome. So informational videos, bringing awareness to black mold and the dangers of that. Awesome. Love that. Anybody else? I want you guys to be thinking. All right. Yep. What else? I can't hear all the way in the back. Unboxing. Okay. Love that. Right. These are all great ideas. So the point is, every single answer you gave is possible. All of it.
Yep.
So for those of you taking the next step with us, and Francis will talk more about this tomorrow, we're going to be doing a live class, right? A workshop where you are going to be walking them through everything.
Yes. 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 So we're gonna walk you through from A to Z, from idea, right? Even though, let's say you already have, a business, you already have a product, whatever the case may be. If you already have one, how can we actually make it better? If you don't have one, if you don't feel like you're an expert at anything, or, maybe you have this passion and you're just like, I don't know how to monetize it, you can monetize it. Most of the time. I can say all the time, most of the time. But basically how to go from idea to, creation, and then how you can get, products created and actually sell that thing, make some money from it, monetize your genius.
And I know a lot of people have also been struggling with AI avatars. In fact, people here have come up to me and say, hey, Dolmar, can you take a look at mine? Hey, Dolmar, can you help me create mine? And so when you come to this workshop, and again, Francis is going to share more details about this tomorrow, you're going to leave with yours created, right? Everything built out.
Social media content, ideas, because a lot of people struggle with that as well.
Yeah.
A lot of people struggle with that as well. They're not sure, oh my gosh, I don't know. How am I supposed to come up with all this stuff that's going to, that I can post? So how can you come up with these ideas and actually implement them, execute, and actually get a presence, and then get people in those DMs to start paying you some money.
Yeah. So for those of you that are interested, we'll talk more about that, but looking forward to working with you. Hopefully you got some value from this today. By the way, real quick, what can we name him? What can we name my
gosh.
What? Jasmine?
Oh my.
Oh, Desmond. I'm trying to get some names so I can have her start calling me that.
That will never happen.
Bye, guys.
That's a wrap for this episode of the AI for Business podcast. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit subscribe and pass it along to a friend or colleague. We appreciate you being here, and we'll catch you in the next one.